Hey, this is Ben. This is my neuro skills check for the functional gait assessment. The functional gait assessment is one of our APTA 6 outcome measures that we discussed in class. And it kind of looks at a patient's function in a more expanded way and kind of seeing how they get around with things like walking and the different tasks that may be active when they're trying to walk. So there's 10 different kind of steps or stages to this test, and each one is checking different ways that different activities like head turns, pivoting, things like that affect the patient's gait, and can kind of lead us to show us how these patients are at risk for falls or things we can work on and use when our treatment and interventions come into play in the clinic. So we will hop right into this. My patient here is Cameron, and we will begin. So hopping into step one of this functional gait assessment, first of all, we marked out a 20 feet surface to walk on that is marked here by these blue sticky notes. And basically all we were asking our patient to do is walk at the normal pace between this 20-foot surface and kind of seeing how long it takes for them to do that. Obviously, as the patient becomes less advanced, you need to guard a little bit more. In Cameron's case, she's not going to be guarded too much, but I will try my best to kind of demonstrate how you would appropriately do that. So all I'm going to instruct Cameron to do is walk at your normal pace from here to the next mark whenever I say go, and we are grading her accordingly. So, Cameron, can you walk at your normal pace from here to there? Very good. So step two of the functional gait assessment is looking at how the patient is able to change speeds and how that affects their gait, whether they have any balance deficits or anything like that. So all I'm going to instruct Cameron to do is begin at her normal pace. I will tell her when I say go, she will begin to walk faster, and when I say slow, she will begin to walk slowly. So with that, Cameron, whenever I say go, you will walk as fast as you can, and then whenever I say slow, you will walk as slowly as you can, okay? And we will still just kind of go within the surface, and we will go for about 1.5 meters with each one of those. So, ready? All right, begin. Go. Slow. So looking at part 3 of our functional gait assessment, we are looking at gait with head turns and how the patient does that. So we will begin, my instructions to Cameron will be, you will start off walking straight, Cameron. And when you take 3 steps, you will turn your head to the right. Take 3 steps with your head turned to the right, and then turn to the left. 3 steps with that, and then we will go back to the right, and then 3 more steps and back to the left again. So we're trying to get 2 repetitions with each side. So we will begin that. All right, go ahead. And we will go back down just to get those head turns one more time. Part 4 of the functional gait assessment, it is very similar to part 3, just with vertical head turns. So Cameron, very similar instructions. You will begin walking normal. After 3 steps, you will turn your head up to the sky, walk 3 steps with that, nod your head down to the floor, 3 steps with that, and then we will repeat that twice. So we may have to go down and back once again. So, all right. And we'll go back down. All right, part 5 of the functional gait assessment, we're doing gaits with a pivot turn. So my instructions to Cameron will begin at your normal pace. When I say the words turn and stop, all you're going to do is as quickly as you can, turn, stop, and face the other direction. And we are seeing how long that takes her, and if there's any balance loss. So begin, turn and stop. Very good. A little bit shaky with that one, but she was still able to safely do it and within 3 seconds. 6 of the FGA is stepping over an obstacle. So my instructions to Cameron will be, Cameron, you will begin walking at your normal speed. When you get to the box, I want you to step over it, not around it, and then continue walking at your normal speed. So we'll see how she does with that. So begin. Very good. Ideally, it's 2 stacked shoe boxes about 9 inches in height. We kind of had to adjust here with that, but it's roughly around the same. Number 7 is gait with a narrow base of support. So my instructions to Cameron, we will walk on the floor, arms folded across our chest, and I would like you to walk heel to toe, and we will see how many steps of those you can get without losing balance or anything like that. So this isn't a speed thing. You're just seeing how well you maintain your balance. So begin. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 is the maximum, so she would get a high score on that. Number 8 of the FGA is gait with eyes closed. I'll obviously guard a little bit closer with this one, but Cameron, all you were doing is we were closing our eyes, and I would like you to walk from here to there, and I will be alongside with you. So just walk at your normal speed, eyes closed, and begin. Number 9 of the FGA is ambulating backwards. So my instructions to Cameron are, Cameron, you will walk backwards until I tell you to stop. So we will go ahead and do that. I would like you to face that direction. And so begin walking backwards now. And stop. Very good. Step 10 of our FGA, all we're doing is seeing how the patient navigates stairs. So Cameron, ideally not using your hands, I would just like you to walk up this flight of stairs and turn around and come back down, okay? So up we go. And back down.